Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to step away from all the complex stuff for a bit. I've got a really simple, timeless story I want to share with you. It's one of those tales that it feels like a warm hug, And it's got a lesson in it for every single one of us. So, let's get started.
All right, so I want you to picture this. We're traveling down a dusty old road, heading towards a small, quiet village. And it's here that we're going to meet someone, a man whose life is a beautiful reminder of a timeless lesson. This whole story really boils down to a single choice he has to make. It seems simple, but believe me, this one choice, well, it changes everything.
Okay, so let's meet our main character. His name is Leo, and Leo is a farmer. He lives a really simple life, one that's totally connected to the land he works. But there's something really special about this guy.
And what makes Leo so special? It's not that he's rich or owns a ton of land. Actually, he didn't have much money at all. But his life? Oh, it was rich in so many other ways. The whole village knew him as the guy who was up before the sun, out there taking care of his fields. He was always fair with everyone he met. But the most important thing for Leo, the thing he valued more than anything else, was honesty. To him, that was the real treasure.
But you know how stories go, right? The strongest beliefs always get put to the test. And for Leo, a day was coming, a day that was going to challenge everything he believed in. A real moment of temptation was waiting for him, just around the corner.
So here's what happened. One year, things just didn't go right. The sun didn't seem to shine enough, and the rain, well, it just never came when the crops needed it most. His harvest was really small, barely enough to get by. And Leo, he started to get really worried. How is his family going to make it through the long, cold winter ahead?
Then one evening, he's walking home, his head just full of these worries. And all of a sudden, his foot kicks something on the path. It wasn't a rock, it was heavy and it made this clinking sound. A really unusual sound. So, what do you think it was?
He looks down, and there it is, a thick leather bag. And when he peeks inside, wow, his eyes just go wide. It's filled, and I mean filled, to the very top with shiny, glittering gold coins. This was more money than he had ever seen. It was enough to make all his worries just disappear.
So imagine him, standing there. He's got this heavy bag of gold in his hands, but he's also got the weight of the world on his shoulders. And right in that moment, Leo is facing the biggest choice of his entire life. Which path is he going to take?
Think about the two choices he had. On one side, he could just keep the gold. Life would become easy in an instant. No more worries about winter, right? But it would be a heavy secret to carry around forever. Then there's the other path. He could return it. He'd still be poor, sure, but his heart would be light. He'd be able to sleep at night, Just knowing he did the right thing.
You can just picture him, right? Holding one of those gold coins in his hand, feeling how heavy it is. It must have been so tempting. He could literally see his problems just melting away. But then, he thought about who he really was. He was an honest man. And even though the choice was hard, the answer was simple. The gold just wasn't his to keep.
And so, Leo made his decision. He didn't take the easy way out. He chose the honest path. And what he got in return? Well, it turned out to be something much more valuable than gold.
He went straight to the town square, started asking around, and sure enough, he found the owner. It was a wealthy merchant who was completely frantic, just sure that his gold was gone for good. And Leo, just as calm as can be, handed that heavy bag right back to him. No hesitation at all.
The merchant was just stunned, and then so happy. He looked at this simple, honest farmer and said something really powerful. Honesty is a treasure that makes the soul rich. Now, the merchant tried to give Leo a reward, a handful of coins, but you know what? Leo already had what he was after.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? Leo didn't walk away with a bag of gold. He walked home with something way better, a peaceful heart. That feeling of knowing you've done the right thing, you just can't put a price on that. It's worth more than all the gold in the world.
So, what's the big takeaway from Leo's story? Well, the moral is kind of like a tiny little seed. If you plant it in your heart and you take care of it, it can grow into something really amazing in your own life.
Let's just break it down into a few simple ideas. Number 1, always try to do the right thing, especially when it's hard. Number 2, remember that real wealth isn't what's in your pocket, it's that peace you feel in your heart. And finally, number 3, honesty is like a crop. When you're honest, you grow trust and respect. And those are the best crops you could ever hope for.
So, in the end, you see that Leo wasn't just a farmer of corn and wheat. The most important things he ever grew were trust and integrity. He planted seeds of honesty. And that kind of leaves us with a simple question to think about, doesn't it? As we go about our day, what good seeds are we going to plant today?